Hi, it's Jeff from RV Diagnostics. It's April the 24th around 1-ish, 2 in the evening. A lot of y'all have footrest, powered footrest, either on the captain's chair, the driver's chair, or the passenger. This is off an older Beaver. Mine that's going up for sale. There it is. So what we have here is a Kenyang motor. DC motor 12 volt 8990001. A lot of y'all having a hard time finding it. It's produced on 29/03, March 29th, 1996. There's some other part numbers there. So what I found was that when I took the motor off itself, off the pedestal right here, that this spun freely. So my problem was actually in, here you go, that comes out of there, right there you go, there's your little hex drive. That little hex drive went in here. Well, you can see it already. I took this cover off, which you have to grind down the heads of the rivets, which is right here. They go through there, right? Okay, right in there. There you go. So it crystallized. The grease got old after a while. I don't see no bearing failure. Okay, so I'm going to clean this up and repack it, and I guarantee this thing works, all right, because it's all out of metal. There's a plastic plug there. That's the torque or tension adjustment on there. So I'm going to clean this bad boy up. Let me put it on pause. I'll be right back with you. Okay, as I told you, I took this apart, and this was caked up with crystallized grease. What we use today is a silicone-based grease. When it gets hot, it don't run, and when it gets cold, it don't stiffen up, and it doesn't crystallize over 27 years. The seat was working, and all of a sudden it stopped working. So turn this around. All right, you can see I cleaned that up. There's the bearings. I got to clean them up just like any bearing. You clean them up, repack them, and you could tell that crystallization was in there pretty bad. Luckily, this is the thread rod that goes on here. This hooks to the end of the seat, and that spins over this. I'm going to clean it up a little bit better, but here we go. Let's see here. Make a liar out of me here. There you go. Look, watch. So that spins that, and that makes that rod go in and out, bringing your footrest up or down. Okay? So really, wasn't nothing wrong with this. You didn't have to go buy a $400 one if you can find it. All right, so the motor was doing good. Luckily, all this stuff was made out of metal. Usually, in the newer ones, this is plastic right here. That worm gear. All right, so I'm going to clean her up, folks, and put it back together, and I'll get back with you. All right, as you can see, it is spotless. Oh my God, there's a spot right there. All right, anyway, you know what I'm saying. So what I figured out was you take the hex drive or the square drive, you put it in that drill, and you spin this bad boy inside a brake clean or, you know, something, some solvent, and that did clean her up. She's pretty good, actually. There's still a little bit in there. I'm gonna let it soak, but overall this bad boy just spins by hand now. All right, so we just saved. You go on all the Beaver Ambassador Club, Beaver Mods, Beaver Friends, Beaver, and they're all like, oh, I can't get this motor. Folks, and sometimes the new motors that you have to modify and adapt and change up, they're made of plastic. They won't last as long, and they won't take an occasional oops, you know what I mean, like somebody leaning on it or something, because it's right there by where the door is, entry door when you come in. So it's okay. Thank you very much, Jeff from RV Diagnostics. This thing will work like a baby. You just got to believe me, right? You ought to have seen this thing. It was kegged up here. I'm gonna turn. That is like crystallized grease, hard as heck. Remember, I'm going to use silicone base grease. I'll go back here and show it to you. I use it on my brakes. So, Ultra Disc Brake Caliber Lube, synthetic lubricant. I'll show you, get you in the light here a little bit. It's beautiful out today. Here it is, folks. That stuff, when it gets hot, it doesn't run. And when it gets cold, it doesn't freeze up. Now, what RV don't get hot and cold? There you go, right? Some of y'all leave them out there in -8-degree weather. So, there you go. Thank you very much, Jeff from RV Diagnostics. Sales pitch. I'll be selling this bad boy. I'm going to try to get 40 grand for it. It's a 1999 Beaver Patriot. 3126B, blah, blah, blah. You know, one slide. And I made videos on slides. I rebuilt the generator. Right? Good Lord, I put some money and time in this bad boy, but it's a love. It's a passion. Now, my wife and I, we have a 2007 Tiffin Allegro bus 42 footer with tag axle called a QDP. All right, thank you very much. Right, what's the motto? Test not guess. Hopefully you learned that. That's what we did here. Instead of just blowing money, we went ahead and knew these boxes were made really good. That's a 90-degree box. All right, and there's the electric motor. The electric motor's doing fine. I did an amp draw. And Jeff from RV Diagnostics. Test, not guess.